and welcome to the weekly roundup. I'm your host Wayne Knowles with the wonderful man Darcy Evans. How are you, Darcy?
How you going? Good, thanks.
Mate, good.
Just waiting for TJ to walk through the rooms and the red carpet and stuff. So
no, the ladies are all still sitting at the bar. They're normally out opening the car door for the great man when he turns up. But anyway, we'll kick off into Division 4, mate, while we're waiting for him. And it was the might, the power, the boys from the Peninsula, North Haven, 25-12, 162, absolutely smashing Eastern Park, 15-9, 99.
Who's going to beat this side as well? We said about a couple of other sides, but who's going to beat this side? They are just on fire. You
look at that, our one and only, our man, our myth, our everything he is, Tommy Lifson with 7, Merritt with 3, Dickinson with 3, Reid with 3, Peno with 2, Gordon with 2, Bird with 2, Merritt, Cochrane and Hinsley in the best for the Maggies. And at Eastern Park, mate?
Yeah, we've got Mansell with 5, of course, got Williamson with 3 and McIver with 2. The individuals to 3 other players with Williamson, Mansell and McCullen in the best players. McMullen? Yep.
McMullen, Benny McMullen, yep. North Haven.
But when you get Eastern Park a third, and you win by 63 points,
63,
just a massive,
shows you
win.
where North Haven are.
Yep.
And hopefully this year is North Haven's year. They've put a lot of work in, a lot of time. Let's hope.
Straight sets last year, I think, and the week before. Yeah,
let's hope they
agree.
They can certainly get the job done in 2017.
Not sure what happened with this game.
I don't know either. I'm trying to get my computer to work, but it's decided to stop. But anyway...
I'll take it there. So we've got Jeps Cross took on Hectorville. So Jeps Cross was struggling last year.
Got it.
And they've got it here. So it's actually took on Hectorville now. It was Jeps Cross 14-13-97 to Hectorville 1 goal 12. 18 points. So bad kicking, bad something. Something didn't quite right down there at Hectorville. Yes, they're second bottom at the moment.
Yep.
But...
Kicking was 3 points after half. At half time it was 3-8 to 1-9.
Yep.
So, 6 points in the first quarter, Hickeys.
That's like Hawthorn on the weekend, wasn't it? Just the one goal.
1-4 to 6 points in the first quarter. It wasn't. The weather wasn't terrible. It was a beautiful day for footy.
Oh, it was a beautiful day.
You couldn't say that the wind was blowing at Duncan Fraser Reserve, but Jeff Cross 7 goals, 3 in the last quarter to 2 points. So, anyway. It was Bald with 3, McKinty and Charles with 2, heap of other blokes kicking singles for the Rams, Bald, Rawlings and Wood in the best, and at Hectorville, Darcy?
We've got Smith. T. Smith was the goal scorer down there, with Lee Fincher and Twaits was in the best players for them, so pretty hard to pick best players, you think, when you kick 1 goal 12, but I've never seen that in a long time in Amateur League footy.
Anyway, we've been talking about this all night, about games of, it must be neighbours round this one, where everyone lives next door to each other, but it was Edwardstown, 8-7-55, defeating Colonelite Gardens, 4 goals, 13-37. Bad kicking, bad football, we say it week in, week out. At Colonelite Gardens, Bennett with 2, Lang and Warman kicking goals with Bennett, Wood and McLean in the best. And at Edwardstown, mate? Yeah,
we've got Cornish with 4, with individuals to 5 other players there, with Cornish with his 4 goals got best player, with Toll and Case in the best players. So that, if Colonelite did kick straight and happened to take them on, they would have been just out of the 5 on percentage. That's how close this is between...
Colonelite have dropped a couple of games they probably shouldn't have.
Yep.
Right.
So now they're sitting third bottom.
They went out to Smithfield and got beaten out there. Yep. They shouldn't have dropped them games, and it's hurt them. So, Chicken's got a bit of work to do there, but no doubt he'll be all over it. All right, next game. This one was a lot closer than what everyone thought, what I thought anyway. It was Morfettville Park at Salisbury Oval taking on Salisbury. Morfettville Park 11-10-76, defeating Salisbury 10 goals 8-68. Would have been a cracker.
Yeah, would have been an absolute cracker, considering Morfettville Park, they're sitting second. You reckon they would have taken this game away if they were fair income being the top 2 players?
Bit of a hike from out there to Salisbury. And
Salisbury is sitting second, so just only 1 game out of the 5, but still you think...
Morfettville Park second, yep.
Salisbury, sorry, a 7th, so they're just only a couple of games out of the 5, but you think Morfettville Park would have taken this game away on the weekend if they're serious and... being the top 2 contenders there.
Yep. For Morphees, you had Barry and Gorge with 2, Doak with 2, Campbell 2, Edwards with 2, Gorge, Baldwin and Roberts in the best for Morphy Parks. And for Salisbury, mate? Come on, English with Darcy.
Peter and Cherney with 3. Wormwood, Horges, Keenan, Mann, McPherson, Goods and Aitken.
Sorry, Darcy.
No, multicultural. It was a multicultural round.
Multicultural round.
I love it. So, and Keenahan, it was the best players. Oh, his brother too.
Yep, the two brothers. Yep.
And Horges always the best players there for Salisbury. He's going up there. So he holds Salisbury Park together.
Yep.
Players. So well done to him.
Oh.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Hey?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, Pietriano.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I don't know. But I seen it from afar. I thought, this is one for Darcy. Anyway, final game of the round. It was the Chicks. It was the Chick train. Toot toot. Get on board. Kilburn 15-18, 108. Defeated Smithfield 7-9, 51.
Certainly no surprises there. I think Kilburn are fourth now, so they're a couple of games clear in fifth spot, which is good. So it's good for the Kilburn. It gives them a couple of games leeway. But Smithfield still just the one game, so they're struggling this year.
Yep. And Sandico kicking 4, Wilson, Robertson and Ben Dessy, and Gill kicking 2 for Kilburn. Parks, Scotty Galbraith and Wilson in the best for the Chicks. And for Smithfield, mate?
Yeah, we've got McGrath with 2, then individual to 5 or 6 other players there. Good spread around there just for their 7 goals. Yep. With best players Billman, Ashby and Abdullah.
Abdullah back from suspension, Robbie, so good to see him in the best. I looked in here and I noticed that no Scotty Webber, so maybe the big fella's injured. Come back from Pascoville, has been kicking bags of 5 week in, week out for him. Big target for him up there, and they lacked that early on in the year, so I hope the big fella's all right. But anyway, time will tell. So let's have a quick look at the ladder. We've got North Haven undefeated on top, 9 zip. Morphyville Park, Morphy's are sitting second, Eastern Park third, Kilburn fourth, Jeps Cross fifth, running at the 5 on percentage with Edwardstown, Salisbury, Kernelite, Hectorville and Smithfield. So last year's Division 5 sides, grand finalists, premiers, coming up and struggling a little bit. So
you don't like seeing that either.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Anyway,
work that hard to get up there, and obviously you come straight back down again. Just doesn't do anything.
Just doesn't do for anyone. But anyway,
some bull terror of a game this week.
Oh,
we have got games of the games.
There's games of the games of the game.
It have.
Go on. We should just go on and on. All right, we're gonna head out to Smithfield Oval in a fortnight's time. This is, and it is Smithfield taking on Edwardstown. Bit of a drive for the Townie boys.
Third versus fourth. Sorry, it was. You've messed around a bit now. Down at Smithfield, you have gone back the other way. Sorry,
tricked you again.
I should have listened to you, shouldn't I? Smithfield, they're was struggling. Edwardstown is sitting not quite comfy in 6th spot, but I think even though the long drive, I think Edwardstown is still going to do the.
Smithfield for me.
Yep.
Edwardstown. I can't remember the last time Edwardstown would have been out to Smithfield to play footy.
Good call.
I think it's a whole new dimension when you go out and play the Cats out there. I think and Smithfield get up and about. They love their home crowd. They get a good crowd all the time. They knocked off Kernelite out there. I think they can knock off Edwardstown as well. So Smithfield for me. Then off to Salisbury Oval, we got Salisbury taking on Jeps Cross.
So 5th versus 7th.
Yep.
So fair game. Fair game. So for obviously for Salisbury to keep in the game or keep the final 5s alive, they must win for this one because obviously they're 1 game out now, only the 1. So but I still think Jeps Cross, they are on fire at the moment. They good win last week, but I think Jeps Cross for me.
Salisbury for me. Salisbury, yep.
Yeah, you're going for the outer ones.
They got very close to Morphy Park at home there the other week, last week. So I think yet again Salisbury at home will prevail for me. So. All right, up to Mortlock Park. Next game, we've got Kernelite taking on the Hectorville Hounds.
So we've got 8th versus 9th. So again, to stop relegation, obviously Hectorville must win. They'll be, if they do win, be 3 and 6 for both sides. Kernelite Guns as well. So look, I'm going to go because it's a Kernelite Gardens. I'm going to that's one back then.
Kernelite for me. I think Chicken will have them up and going. And Hectorville, what happened last week with the 1 goal 12 has got me worried a little bit. I don't know whether the wheels are falling off a little bit, but
that would take 2 games clear of the relegation stage. So I think that should nail in the coffin for Salisbury, Hectorville and Smithfield.
Yep. Anyway, okay. Now, Eastern Park, Dwight Reserve, their first game at home for the year after they've had their sanctions lifted, which is great. It'll be a massive day out there, I think. So it's Eastern Park taking on Kilburn. This would be an absolute cracker. 3rd versus 4th. I think both are on fire at the moment. I think Eastern Park, because it's out there, very tough to beat at Eastern Park. Yep.
The crowd love it. They spread themselves all around the ground. Not just they just have little bits that's all around the ground. They plant themselves and cheer on the boys. So Eastern Park for me.
Eastern Park for me as well. And then the game of the round out at the Pasty at Kellett Reserve at Morphettville Park. It's Morphettville Park taking on North Haven. Absolute cracker. 1v2.
Oof. I'm going for North Haven this one. I think if Lippo can kick his 7th or 8 again, he'd probably be well held, I think. But I think North Haven for me just.
I want to tip the upset. I really want to tip the upset because the pass, it's that funny shaped ground.
Yeah.
But Lippo kick it over.
Yeah, agree.
I'm going to have to go with Havens. I'm going to have to be safe and go with Havens. North Haven.
Yep.
All right, well that finishes up with Division 4 for this week, and I hope everyone has a lovely long weekend and a bit of time off.
Absolutely, guys.
Take care, and we'll see you all again soon.
See you later.